Hi everyone, my name's Jimmy and I am on a journey to Nomadland. Now, I know the camera's kind of tilted, but anyhow, I am in my camper home. I am in the Frolic. I call it the Frolic because that's what the name on the back of the camper says. I guess the name of this model is the Frolic. And I'm on a journey to Nomadland, but I felt like I had to talk about how I got here and give you a preamble, kind of give you my resume, so to speak. In 2003, 2004, People magazine was just at the end of my bed. How it got there, I do not know. But on the cover, it said something about talking about all the Oscar races and the acting categories. I flipped to page 47. I think that was it. Or 147, I'm not sure. No, 47. It probably was page 22. I don't know. But it felt like it was in that area of the book. Of the magazine. Holly Hunter nominated supporting actress for the movie 13. An actress was nominated for House of Sand and Fog, an actor for the same movie, and I was just reading every single story, why the actor was nominated, where they came from, if they were nominated before, all this wonderful stuff. I watched the Oscars that year. I was really hooked. I wasn't completely hooked. I wasn't an Oscar addict yet. I wasn't an Oscarologist yet, but next year I was, because in 2005 I had an Entertainment Weekly magazine delivered to my apartment. And how you can get those delivered to you nowadays, I don't know, because I've tried to subscribe online and I don't think Entertainment Weekly mails out a lot now or something. And I was interested in the music because Fiona Apple was on the cover and it was talking about the new Kate Bush record that was her first in 12 years. And I came to another Oscar special edition talking about the Oscars those years, and that's when I became an Oscar addict. When I became a full-on knowing what Sundance was, knowing what TIFF was, knowing what the New York Film Festival was, knowing what the Gotham Awards was, knowing what awardscircuit.com was before Gold Derby had come out, although Gold Derby was on the Los Angeles Times website at the time. I fell in love with the trailer. When 2003 and to 2005 happened, I had dial-up internet in my little home. When I was in college, I was sitting down and this movie trailer was, I don't know how I found it. I guess I was looking for Oscar movies. You know, that time span between October and January when all those Oscar addicts go really, 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 really crazy. And there was this trailer for Revolutionary Road. It floored me. I fell in love with it from the get-go, just like I did with Elizabeth the Golden Age, just like I did with Southland Tales that didn't do anything at the Oscars, just like I did with Arrival, with Parasite, with so many Best Actress nominated films. I can't even tell you. The Reader, all these, but Revolutionary Road was the first trailer that the music and the imagery and all that good stuff aligned, and I understood what it was like to fall in love with something that was just in the trailer. Just as with Nomadland, my journey to Nomadland is all I saw for it was a teaser with Frances McDormand. Full disclosure, I was not the biggest fan of Frances McDormand. I love her work. I did not think I loved all of Kitteridge. The series, and I love how she like promoted that. She's so like she's so gangsta about it, you know what I mean? But Three Billboards didn't really do anything for me, and everyone was all, you know, about Three Billboards. But see, when you become an Oscar person, you go back and you see their past work, and you're like, oh, she's a brilliant actress. North Country, not to even mention the one we all know her from, Fargo. But so when I saw the teaser for Nomadland, it drew me in hardcore. The way she's walking, oh my gosh. So I went down a YouTube rabbit hole of Nomadland reviews because it came out at TIFF. I didn't know they were doing TIFF. I didn't know they were doing the New York Film Festival, but it was virtual this year, and people who paid a certain amount, I think, and had press credentials could see the movie through a link. And I was not on board on that because I just didn't feel like, with everything going on and having asthma and doing this quarantine and trying to be safe and all the movie theaters are closed, the reviews I even went in the print reviews, and when you go into the print reviews for a movie, you're pretty diehard. And I started to watch Chloe Zhao, all her interviews. I became obsessed with her because I'm obsessed with Terrence Malick, Tree of Life. The last movie he did last year, which was the Austrian Conscientious Objector. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like, I think it was something life, a hidden life or something. I fell in love with Terrence Malick. Days of Heaven, I had to go back and watch it after I fell in love with The Tree of Life. When I was into all these films, there were a lot more movie review shows. Like on PBS had one, The Reels, Movie Channel. I could always count on these shows that all of a sudden just kept getting canceled and canceled and canceled. So then we moved online, and in 2005, 5 years later, I started blogging and writing. I'm hurrying up this story for various websites for their Oscar countdowns, including the website Umph, and a few other websites where I was able to obtain screeners. My friend Tippy and I would go out. We watched, like, for instance, last year, we watched all the films that we thought were going to be Best Picture nominated a month before they were nominated. So it was really cool last year, and I hope to get Tippy in on this. But this is going to be mostly a digital journey. I am going to watch reviews and read them only once a week, not every day like I want to. I'm going to get the book that the film is, like, loosely based on, and I'm going to read it very slowly because I want to luxuriate in it. I can't be spoiled by a Chloe Zhao film because that's not the kind of narrative. Her films you have to experience to be spoiled with. But that teaser trailer, when the big one comes out, if it's any bigger, I'm going to react to that. And I know there's a community of you out there who are going to be with me. You might be taking a journey to Nomadland, a journey to which you talk about the film, you absorb all the information, you talk about it here, and I'm going to have a better tripod, I'm going to have a better setup, and I'll hopefully edit better. But I'm in my, camper, I'm in the frolic, I want to talk about this now. It's been on my mind for a long time, and I want to do the journey to Nomadland. And I really, really hope that some of you will come along with me. I hope to meet some other people. I hope to find out some stories from the people that were filmed for Nomadland, because a lot of them were not actors. Well, they became actors right away, didn't they? I want to talk about the writer and songs my brother taught me, 2 films that I wouldn't have known about if it wasn't for Nomadland, and The Rider might be one of my favorite films ever. To me, The Rider feels like a film that's Terrence Malick at peak, like Tree of Life peak. It is such a stunning film with a focus. Songs my brothers taught me it took me on such an emotional journey, but The Rider even more, and I don't even understand why The Rider didn't have more accolades. And when you really get into what The Rider was and how it happened, and I don't know how Chloe did it, but Chloe also is going to be directing The Immortals, which is a huge, huge, huge Marvel film. And I can't wait to see that, because her style, her cinematography on a Marvel film, I like the Avengers. I think it's just going to be hot cakes. I think it's going to be hot, hot, hot. So I've given you my resume. I've told you why I'm on this journey to Nomadland, which is going to be a digital journey mostly. I cannot go, the best case scenario, we see this movie in December. But the movie theaters down here in Louisville, they're not open. Baxter's open, but they're only showing old films, not really old films, but like right now they're showing like The Nightmare Before Christmas, those kind of stuff. Drive-ins are going on, but I don't think a drive-in is going to be open in December and January where I live. So I loved when Frances McDormand and Chloe Zhao had the screening for this film, Telluride, at a drive-in, and all the people who were nomads in the film came, other nomads came, people that live in their vans, that live out of their RVs because they're trying to, they're not trying to make more money, but they're trying to have fewer expenses. And I haven't even read the book yet, but I have watched 100 reviews. I've watched or read, I think, probably 60 reviews of this. And I love the internet because it can have that many. You know what I mean? It's insane. It's wonderful. It's lovely. It's everything. My journey will be about growing closer to this film, getting more information about this film, presenting ideas, reading the book, talking about it. Because the Oscar season is not going to happen for us, the awards, till April. So there's all this time. and I want to devote some time to this. And right now, if you want to join us, we're going to be doing a book review, Halloween book review, and discussion on this social media about the Wolf gift for Halloween, and I'm really excited about that. If you want to join us, my friend Tippy and I are going to be doing it. But I'm really excited about this. I hope that I gave you my preamble. I hope I gave you my resume when I was writing about Oscar films, when I fell in love with Oscar, when I became an Oscaraholic or an Oscar addict. Now all we really have is for the forums is Gold Derby, which has branched out on its own, and I love Gold Derby. Don't get me wrong, but the forums are like, if I posted something, that an opinion or whatever, it might take 4 pages, hundreds of posts before I get an answer or someone talking about it. It's just too massive, and I need to get over it. It's just so difficult because of. It's just really difficult when you only have one site now, because everything else is closing up shop. And I love the Collider reviews. I love the new Rockstars reviews. I love Tom O'Neill from Gold Derby. Obviously, all their online stuff, all their interviews, all their Oscar forecasts. I am there for Gold Derby hardcore. So don't take this as a slight to Gold Derby. It's not their fault they're so popular. But I hope you understand, because my friend did not understand what I meant when I told her I was going on a journey to Nomadland. My journey is going to be a digital one. I'm not traveling out to all these places that, like Empire, Nevada. I wish I could. I am going to do this all through the internet, and I want to express what I feel, what I find, what I'm doing, how I feel, how the Frolic is doing, my camper home, and we're at 12 minutes, and I feel like I've said enough. If I haven't in the future videos, I hope this is enough for you to at least understand that if you see future videos, which will be much smaller, I'm going to try to keep them under 5 minutes. This is the big kahuna. I don't know how to edit very well on my iPhone, but I'm going to do the best that I can. I have other stuff I've recorded 2 weeks ago when I was watching The Rider. I transcended so much with that movie. Anyhow, I'm going on a journey to Nomadland, and I would love for you to come with me. And I would love to know what you think of the teaser, what you'll think of the trailer when it comes up, what you think of all the interviews, including the one that Chloe and Frances did that was like a 3-screen shot with one of the symposium or something. I can't remember what they called it. But I know that every week there's going to be more and more added. I don't want to daily look up all the YouTube, go to, you know, the filter that says in the last day. I want to take my time with this, because there's nothing but time, God willing, before I'll be able to see this movie. So that's why I want to go on the journey. That's the point of the journey, is that I can't just be like, oh, I saw this amazing teaser, and then wait 4 or 5 months and then be like, oh, I remember that teaser. No, I don't want to forget this. And Fern's character, or Frances' character as Fern, the still photographs that I've seen, knowing it's a Chloe Zhao film, she better be nominated for an Oscar, Chloe. Oh my goodness. Knowing that they met at the Independent Film Festival, Independent Film Spirit Awards, you have no idea. This is everything I've ever wanted to do, and now I can. And we're going on 15 minutes. But I hope even if you only made it halfway through this, you understand my point. I'm going on a journey to Nomadland. Would you please join me? Thank you so much.